Good morning. My name is Gabe Zolna, and I'm a Republican. I happen to be a very fed-up Republican. This morning, when I turned on my TV, I watched Fox News, and a number of the anchors had said that the new job numbers are about to be released, and they will be critical, which will shape the direction of the election. Within around a minute and a half, they released the job numbers. And amazingly enough, the job numbers are now showing 7.8% unemployment. Now that number is the lowest it's been since 2009. What's interesting is that they also said that those job numbers are also comprised of people that are employed, actually self-employed working at home. For example, if someone is selling eBay, if someone is selling Amway, if someone is selling Mary Kay, they're now considered to be employed. What's also interesting is, as most people know that are in the know, the federal government has reached out to military contractors. There's a law that was passed that states that any large organization that employs more than 100 people, within being a military subcontractor, if you end up having a layoff for whatever reason, those people that are going to be laid off must be notified 60 days in advance. Now, Virginia, as we all know, has a very large population that are employed within that type of industry, as are a number of other states. The administration has reached out to companies and asked them not to provide those notices. Now, by not providing those notices, they're open for litigation. The federal government has offered to pay those legal fees for any company that is sued because they do not inform their employees according to the law. Now, that could amount to actually billions of dollars. Now, whose money will the federal government use to pay those bills? You're right, the taxpayers. Now, the justification for them wanting to do this is to make certain that people in Virginia that are employed within those organizations that are inclined to vote for Obama will in fact vote for Obama. Now, if they receive their layoff notices, note also that it's because of the cutbacks that Mr. Obama has implemented within those military contractors. Obviously, they're not going to be inclined to vote for him. Now, at the same time, what I find amazing is states like Pennsylvania, states like Ohio, and states like Virginia. They're very much dependent on a number of industries. One of the key industries is the coal industry. What's amazing is that with the EPA regulations, there's very few that are still employed in that industry. The majority of people that worked in that industry are no longer employed. Yet, the media says what? It says that Obama is leading in those key swing states. Now, for those of us that watched, and there was between 50 and 60 million people that did watch the debate between Governor Mitt Romney, and President Obama, they would have been aware of the smirk that spread across President Obama's face as he was being pummeled, literally pummeled, by Mitt Romney. Now, why would someone that's being pummeled have a smirk such as Obama had? There's a couple of reasons. Like the Cheshire cat, he ate the mouse. And he must know something that the rest of us don't know. He must know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who votes. Because what matters is not who votes, it's but who counts the vote. So I believe that Obama acted the way he did because, again, it doesn't matter. He knows, no matter what, he will be president in 2012, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And if he's there till 16, he'll never leave. He will anoint himself king. What I also find very amazing is our senators and our congressmen. They've done absolutely nothing to protect the American people. But more important, they've done nothing to protect themselves. And the reason they've done nothing to protect themselves is because they're stupid. What they don't recognize is that if Obama is reelected, he does not need Congress. Already he circumvents Congress by his, 930 executive orders? So he's already gone by Congress, and he will eliminate Congress, I believe, if he's put back into office. You know, what's interesting as well is a WND posting by Jerome Corsi. he's talking about the Down Under Club. For those of you that aren't aware of that, the Down Under Club is a club that I guess was run by Jeremiah Wright out of his church. Now, what they would do is they would give credibility to black homosexuals by having them get married. And so they could give this aura of being quote-unquote normal, when in fact they're not normal. President Obama is supposed to be one of those, as is Reverend Wright and as is Rahm Emanuel. Yet there's no mention at all that I'm aware of in the media in regard to this. There's also a gentleman that you might want to Google if you already haven't Googled, and it's rather interesting. Larry Sinclair is his name. Now, Larry Sinclair has testified, and he's declared that he had a relationship with Obama where he provided oral sex to President Obama while President Obama was taking cocaine. At that time, he was Senator Obama. What's interesting about this is that if that is untrue, and if what Jerome Corsi wrote is untrue, do you not think there'd be lawsuits? Well, if you had lawsuits, you'd have to have discovery. If you had discovery, guess what? We'd all know the truth. It's really sad. What's also interesting is, I believe it was on WND, or it might have been Western Center Journalism, they provided information as to the cost to the American people of having Obama in the presidency for this past year. Now, in England, the British people spend around $500 million to keep the royal family in the lifestyle that they're accustomed to. And in the United States, the American citizens have spent $1.5 billion, that's with a B, to keep Obama, Michelle, their two daughters, their dog Bo, in the lifestyle that they've now become accustomed to. Now, if one were to take a look at the amount of time that Obama spent on the golf course and in Air Force One, by the way, Air Force One costs $187,000 per hour. That's just to fly the airplane. That doesn't include all the support airplanes, the C-17s that take his Cadillac, and the C-17s that take his helicopter, and Marine One, and it doesn't include the Secret Service or the F-16s that might, on occasion, support Air Force One when he's flying into countries that he seems to enjoy flying into, like the Middle East. It's totally insane because he spends more time, or he has spent more time on the golf course and on Air Force One as he has acting president. What's also amazing, I thought, was the simple fact that the American people allowed themselves to continue to be abused. Right after Obama gave his failure of a debate, what did he do? The next day, he was up bright and early, all energized, and he was talking to, I think they said 15,000 people in Colorado, and in front of him he had his two teleprompters. I suspect that he kept his speechwriters up all night long so they could load up the teleprompter with information for him to read. Without his teleprompter and without his speechwriters, you saw the real Obama. And hopefully we'll see the real Obama again during the next two presidential debates. America will wake up before it's too late. The 47% of you that are now getting handouts, guess what's going to happen? They're all going to dry up because Obama is going to kill the golden goose. Mark my words, Obama will kill the golden goose. America, please wake up. I have grandchildren. I have children. The majority of you have children and grandchildren. Do you want to see them live under Sharia law? And you know, the last thing I like to talk about is women. They say that Obama is going to win the women vote. What I suggest to those women that are looking forward in voting for President Obama is that they do a little research. Go research the Quran. See what the Quran says as to how their husbands should treat women. I especially like the part about them being able to have sexual pleasures with their deceased wives until the sun goes down. Now, how sick is that? That's what that religion is all about. I pray that the American people wake up, and I pray that